the Conservative MP, Theresa Villiers, former Northern Ireland Secretary, which it's very good to have you with us today to talk about what Theresa May is going to be trying to do in terms of bringing the DUP on board. But let's begin with the debate. I mean, do you think there's going to be a different outcome next Tuesday? Last time round, Theresa May knew she wasn't going to get the support. Is she really going to get the support this time?
I think there isn't the support in Parliament to get this deal through. It has significant flaws, and that's the reason why I can't vote for it, and I know that a number of my colleagues feel the same way. So whenever the vote takes place, I think the outcome will be that it is defeated.
And any conversations that the Prime Minister has between now and next Tuesday with other European leaders, will those only result in new forms of words but nothing substantial in your opinion?
What we need are changes to the text of the draft treaty to change it significantly in relation to the so-called Irish backstop, to the role of the European Court of Justice, and also to make paying at least some of the 39 billion conditional on our future economic relationship. Those kind of changes are still achievable, but I think they're more likely to come, if they are going to come from the EU, after the deal is voted down. There's no sign of any flexibility from the EU in the two or three days before the vote's due to take place.
Is there any sign of flexibility from those who want to see, if needs be, a no-deal Brexit? Do you think any of those MPs could be brought on board? You yourself have said you won't vote for the Prime Minister's plan as it stands, but do you think there would be enough people out there whose minds could be changed to avoid a no-deal? The events in Parliament yesterday would suggest that.
There doesn't seem to be a sign that opinion has changed in any significant way since the debates before Christmas. There are still a large number of Conservative MPs and DUP MPs as well who feel that they can't support the deal. I very much wanted to support a deal. I recognise the need for compromise, but what's on the table is not in the national interest. So it's important that the Prime Minister seeks better terms from the EU, and ultimately, if they're not prepared to give us those better terms, then we have to be prepared to leave without a deal on WTO terms.
Would you accept an extension of Article 50?
I don't think that would be a wise move. Parliament's legislated to leave on the 29th of March. I think we need to get on with this.
More time isn't going to solve it, you're saying?
I believe that we should respect the result of the referendum. A significant majority of MPs, 498 or so, voted to table Article 50. We've legislated to leave on the 29th of March. We should get on with it.
Let's look in a bit more detail, if we may, at those proposals that Theresa May is putting forward to the DUP. The DUP has already called them meaningless, but do you think they have any merit? It includes a proposal to give Stormont the power to veto any EU regulations. Now, let's pretend for a moment that Stormont was up and running. Yeah. It hasn't been for 2 years, but, do you think that has some merit?
Of course it has merit, and I welcome the fact that the Prime Minister is trying to engage on this, trying to provide reassurance, but it's just not nearly enough, I'm afraid. It doesn't, we'll see the details later on today, presumably during the debate, but it doesn't have any impact at all on the pages and pages and pages of EU regulations to which the Northern Ireland is due to be subjected. It's only, a potential vote on new areas of competence in relation to the single market that the EU might take on whilst we were in the backstop area. So it doesn't really change any of the fundamentals, I'm afraid. So I can't see that it's going to reassure either my colleagues in the Conservative Party, and it doesn't sound like it's reassuring the DUP.
OK, Theresa Villiers MP, thank you very much.